Seconds before we talk intensely for 1
How
hour.
are you?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Characters Welcome. You have your
Hey.
hosts, deep best friends and total strangers simultaneously. I'm Justin Tyler.
I'm Eric Feurer. Sometimes you know so much about somebody that you come full circle, you don't know anything about them at all, you know?
Oh, couldn't say it better myself. I
Right.
feel that way about everyone in my life.
Oh, yeah, you should go maybe you should talk to somebody about that.
Yeah, you think because I'm don't have emotions? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you think that every connection with someone is shallow and fading?
Definitely fading. That's aging, though. I think.
That's just aging. That's just getting older. That's
Yeah.
just getting older.
What do you have? So you got something new to talk about with these people in your life? I
Nah.
dare you. I dare you to find a new piece of information out about me
What
on
do
the
you
show
and the
today.
what do you and the boys talk about? When I say the boys, I mean the dads. What do you and the dads talk about when you're grifting them in a game of poker? What do you guys chat about?
You check out my poker dads with from my children's school.
Yeah.
We talk. It's a lot of like. So one time I explained what football was.
Oh,
Another time,
they didn't
not the
know?
best person for that. Yeah, truly. Another time it was talked about how you can't really play craps at a kitchen table in Brooklyn. You have to go to a casino.
They were trying to play craps with you?
They're like, let's do that. That
Yeah,
sounds
because you
fun.
got
I
them
was
all
like,
hyped because you're the hype. You're the fucking you're the what is that Simpsons episode? You're the monorail salesman.
yeah.
You come in there and you're like, yeah, it's awesome. They're like, let's do it. And you're like, no.
Famous villain, yeah. Meanwhile, I was just pickpocketing them the entire time.
Yeah, just grabbing them.
Eric, what villain are you from pop culture, modern culture?
What pop culture villain am I?
Yeah.
I am I'm the dude in from Into the Spider-Verse that's like 900 pounds and just a head inside of a giant suit. No.
Yeah, I mean, you basically called for that. You
Yeah,
asked.
it's true. I asked for that. Do you know who I'm talking about? What's the guy's name? He's like a giant. He's
The Kingpin.
kingpin. I'm kingpin if he didn't have a like a steady source of income. I'm
Wow.
I'm all the energy of kingpin.
You're like Surf Pin,
Sure. Yeah. I'm
indentured servant Pin.
can I crash on your couch pin? Yes, for
Wow.
sure. I feel like that's me. I'm all hype. I think that just might be the Capricorn energy though.
Oh
I
no!
think that your villain story is tied directly to your horoscope.
Oh, nice. This is not what I believe or want to hear. Spencer in the comments, our producer, our I would say friend, he must have watched the Tom Brady roast because he's really bringing roast energy to our little show.
I'm really excited. Well, at least he's bringing something, you know.
That's nice. Another fun evening of tilted heads and lots of hat brims. That's accurate.
Yes, it's true. That is accurate.
Because what we're doing is it's like a long, slow, romantic comedy kiss where you just tilt your head a little bit and lean in a little bit closer.
Just go. And yeah, zooming in, you can really tell that I worked out today for the first time in a month because I'm breaking out in like workout hives. I'm like,
your body was like, no, what?
I usually run, but I did this like 30-minute. I always do the same video. It's a 30-minute like high intensity, low impact like workout with weights, and I literally like took my shirt off because I was so hot, and I turned around and it looked like I got stung by 100 bees. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
That's what working out is like. Getting stung internally. It's like the bees are your muscles rejecting this effort.
It's true. It's crazy. It's horrible and unbelievable. I think I'll stick to running. Running's a lot easier.
Yeah, your body's like, can I just do a puppet now? What
yeah.
Why do we
sit back down and drink a beer, dude? No, you have to earn the beer. No AI tonight. I'm making the executive decision, Jorge. Please.
Jorge hasn't been able to play with it though.
I know, but no AI. Our Discord has spoken. They do not appreciate the AI. We don't like it.
Wow,
we're good on it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I had to be mean dad there for a second.
No, that's super. I said executive privilege. And I've been talking about this. I've been solo parenting for a long time. It's gotten to the point where now my daughter is standing right here, holding up signs like rom-com signs that say "I can't sleep."
Hey, look, Justin, it's good flex that you taught her how to read and write.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm definitely in a flex place in my life right now. It's like time to flex.
Boy, but you are taking a little trip starting next week, correct?
That's correct. I'm going. My wife has been in Spain doing an opera for like a month and a half, and I'm going there. I'm taking the children, flying internationally with them.
Are you guys going to watch the opera?
Yes. Apparently, it's vaguely for children, but I'm sure it's like live fucking or whatever. It's Europe.
Justin already really enjoying the heck out of it, and mute so that he can quickly scream at his child.
I mean, it's not a scream. You saw my face. It's just general talking.
Yeah, but I'm like, be like, go to bed. You know what I mean?
That's still come across as angry. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed.
It sounds like you're really excited about European culture in general, and in fact, bringing your daughters over and teaching them a thing or two. Is there anything else you have planned? Because get this, Justin, you're bringing the kids over there, but your wife will still be working, and now you'll still have the two kids, but you'll be in a foreign country.
Yes, I've been wanting to take the solo parenting struggles I've had and bring them to a place where I don't speak the main language. You know?
Honestly, you should think about bringing them to Edinburgh and having your life just be a little fringe festival show.
Yeah. Oh, man. Imagine what's my show? I just live on this stage for 20 minutes.
It's crazy.
I promise you, you won't be able to look away.
You guys got to catch this guy. It starts off really sad, and then it just ends. Then it's just over.
It starts sad, and then it ends. What a metaphor. But you're a modern. Put that on first off. Gravestone. I say that a lot, but that's 100% gravestone.
That's true. Z-Core Zeppelin. Eric, did you get a sunburn? I will say it one more time for everybody out there. I worked out today, and my body is having a bad reaction to it. A bad reaction to working out. Wait, what the heck? Why did he end up like that after working out? Please.
People are concerned.
If you are a doctor, I've heard a lot of stories where it's like a newscaster did the news, and then a concerned fan who was a doctor messaged them and was like, "You have a weird mole on your neck," and then they got ahead of like cancer. So, any doctors could tell me what happens when you do a 20-minute high-intensity, low-impact workout and your body turns into bubble tea, basically. Let me know what to do about that.
There's like hundreds of personal trainers watching this being like, right, call together the cabal. We've got a live one.
The issue is that they're so big, they can't reach the keyboard. They're trying so hard to get there, but they can't.
Damn those finger exercises.
Oh no.
Too many finger days in a row.
Too many finger days in a row. Folks, let's transition this. You're going to Europe next week, which means that we will not be having a show next week, folks. We are taking the week off. We are taking our 1 week mandated vacation. We are taking our 1 day PTO. Which means we got to pull all the fun yum-yums out of today, guys. We got to get
it's all yum-yums. And I'll tell you what, I'm feeling yummy. I'm feeling like nom yum-yum. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel good. I haven't yawned yet. We'll see what happens. But
wow, throw this guy a parade. He's on a live stream and he hasn't yawned for 10 minutes.
Wow.
I'm drinking anyway.
What are you drinking there, Justin?
I got a 5-row summer ale. I'm really bringing summer energy.
Are you a 12-ounce guy? You 12-ounce man? Or are you a 16-ounce man?
When I'm just buying canned beer to have around the house, I'd like to have a regular size can.
To me, a 16-ounce feels like a regular can nowadays because it's just got so outrageous. When you see a 12-ounce can, you're like, am I Andre the Giant? What is
that's corporations get in your head, man. Pretty soon you're going to be drinking your sour mash pale ale out of a bucket because that's what they want you to do.
Hell yeah,
that's the way they keep you, Eric.
And finishing it off with a delicious after dinner aperitif, folks. Malort.
Yeah, nice.
Delish.
That's good. That's how you keep your feet on the ground as you get absorbed into corporate culture. Me, I'm obviously a rebel. I've got just all these spirits that InBev makes me buy because
InBev. Big Bev. Characters Welcome says, any doctors out there, please tell Eric what's wrong with him publicly in the Discord. Great transition because we also have a section of the Discord called The Bar. And you can let us know. We're talking a little bit. We're chatting drinks a little bit. You can also head over into that Discord and have some fun with us over there, folks. We are around 300 strong in that Discord, and we just have a heck of a good time. There's a section just for puppets. There's a section, there was a section called Horny Jail that is not there anymore because it got too horny. But you can get a little bit horny in general if you want to.
Yeah,
fun. We'll have some fun.
And there's like roving horny moderators that come around and they check every 5 to 10 minutes. Like, hey, everybody cool in here? Anybody getting too horny?
Y'all aren't getting too horny in here, are you?
Yeah.
They make you. They do their version of a hand check on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, say more about that. I'm curious.
They just make everyone put their dicks up to make sure they're not hard. Yeah. They check.
What horny suburb did you grow up in? You grew up in a very hypersexualized town, right?
A hypersexualized town? Yeah. I grew up in Twin Tits, Twin Tits, Pennsylvania.
The original title for Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And the censors made them change it.
Every year for New Year's, instead of dropping a ball, they raise a big brown asshole. It's amazing. It's a beautiful
man. The traditions are what keep America whole.
It's true.
And that's HOLE.
Keep America whole. And folks, we want to keep you wholly invested in this show. So let us get it started, folks. This is a character comedy show. We have brought in some of the best and the brightest performers to do funny little pieces for you, and then have to talk to us afterwards. It is a laugh riot, folks. And if you're wondering what a character is, it's like stand-up, but most of the people that do it haven't gotten canceled. It's fun. It's a fast time. And we want to show you the very first one. What do you say, Justin?
I think it's time. And, these people, you haven't seen them for a bit. They're out there, but they definitely had their moment. They're out there in little tiny boats. They're out there trying to change the world for the better.
It's true. And there's version of them on land, and they're on the corners of Park Slope, and they are going to ask you an innocuous question, and do not answer that question, because then something else much deeper comes. So watch out.
And with all that in mind, hold all of that what we just said in the mind, because we set up our people for success on this show.
It's true.
Please welcome out to the rectangles a Greenpeace worker.
Whoa!
Hi. Hi, you must be the new Greenpeace recruit. Welcome to gathering signatures to save our planet. It's important because, when you think about it, every day is an Earth Day. Now, I know what you're thinking. No one's going to stop and sign, but rest assured, I'll show you everything I know. Oh, here comes someone. Feel free to take notes. Hi, sir. Do you have a moment to talk about our planet? Oh, you're going to work. That's fine. Let me rephrase. Are you a good person? Here's the thing. I don't think you are. I think you're an active liability to the people around you. And I think deep down, you'd agree too. So, why don't you sign? Please. Give anybody one possible reason to want you around. Good. Thank you. Yeah, so it's that easy. I guess it could seem strange, or to use your term, psychotic, but I took an oath to do anything to save our planet. Anything. Ooh, here comes another victim. Here comes another potential victim. Hi, sir. Do you have a moment for our environment? Oh, are these your kids? Do y'all want to see a cute photo of a video of a puppy? It's so cute.
Oh,
yeah.
Cupcake. His name's Cupcake. They're going to kill her. They're going to absolutely murder Cupcake. Kids, if Daddy doesn't sign, they'll blow Cupcake's brain straight out of her skull. Kids are sobbing. If not for me, do it for them. You know you want to. Good. Every day's an Earth Day. Here's a tissue for the little one too. Don't litter it. Feels good doing good, doesn't it? I got the most signatures this month. And when Greenpeace asked how I did it, I told them, and they said, dial it down and stick to the manual and stop violating the Geneva Convention. So I wrote my own Greenpeace manual with everything I learned along the way, with research from the Stanford prison experiment. Oh, just a moment. I have a good feeling about this guy. Hi, sir. Do you have a moment to? Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Every day's an Earth Day. Have a good one. Yeah, sometimes it's that easy. It just comes with experience. Experience like learning that man is John McKinley, who works 3 blocks from here. Gradually switching out his podcast with recordings of me reading determinist literature to slowly break down John's faith in free will. Experience like then slipping a note in his desk, calling myself the architect and offering to grant free will only if he signs the Greenpeace petition. He has no God, only Greenpeace. Don't you get it? We make the greatest of man bow. An army of sidewalk NPCs bringing humanity to its knees, saving our planet with tactics so twisted they make Guantanamo piss itself dry. So will you join me, Gary? Join as we. Well, won't you look at that? It's time for lunch. It's chow o'clock. I brought sandwiches. Really? You don't want a sandwich? Oh, well, you shouldn't say no to me.
Hey!
Hey,
Michael Sankey.
Michael Sankey, everybody.
Michael Sankey getting that Twitch TV / Eric Feurer in there. Like I knew you would. I knew you would. Look at you go. What kind of medieval torture device is that behind you and to the right, Michael? Oh,
Behind
the
me.
left.
This is
The other
a
way.
coat hanger. They
That's
were
a
used.
cool coat hanger.
Yeah, they were used to make sure serfs didn't progress to the afterlife.
Fair. It looks like something you would hunt a seal with. I'm mildly frightened of it. Is that? And let me ask: is that your only decoration in that room, Michael?
Yeah, I'm very minimalist. I just want torture and nothing else.
You don't even have a jacket to put on that, huh?
Or that fire alarm. It doesn't actually work. It's just for decor. Like just the
That's
aesthetic.
good. That's nice. I like that very much. How you doing, buddy?
Michael, what's going on? How are you? What
I'm good.
is that dog? Is that dog with you on the floor? Perhaps it's very cute.
Oh yeah, the dog is right here. And to stay true to the piece, I did put a gun to its temple.
That's good.
Really.
Yeah.
Stanislavski taught me.
All characters must have a grain of truth at all times. So.
Exactly.
Is this inspired by you being asked to sign too many petitions by too many people?
Yeah. So what I've actually done nowadays, because they also stop you to say, "Are you over 21?" And I'll be like, "No," and they'll be like, "Cool, bye." And that's like my new silver.
That's a great lie for you. I struggle with getting away with that one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Dude,
With your kids, like along.
man, 20. Life's crazy, man.
We have a comment from Red that says, I don't think Justin or Eric should get to comment on weird items behind someone. Okay, fair enough. I've got weird puppets, and Justin has like a Mad Max version of a bar behind him. So I guess that makes sense.
Talk about medieval torture device. This is
It's like you have a coat rack, you freaking weirdo, while having
what the hell? You have a coat rack? Who the fuck does it?
yeah. Welcome to the freak show, Sankey.
Yeah.
It's
also
more. Let me say something real quick. You are strange. You right there.
That coat rack. The reason it's strange is that coat rack looks like it's more expensive than any furniture in either of our homes. So I think
that's worth more than the coats that go on it. Yeah,
100%.
True. It's scary.
That's true opulence.
Michael, you got any big summer plans? You gonna take a vacay? You gonna do anything fun? Wilder otherwise?
Nah, not a big vacay person. I'm probably just gonna stay in my room, essential dread out the window, and write and create stuff. I've been doing stuff with UCB, which has been super fun, and then also just working on my stuff and my own writing. So it's been a really fulfilling way to do.
That's good.
Pretend that I get sunlight and then not actually get the sunlight.
Fair enough. I feel you on that. That's cool. Yeah, talk to us about the UCB stuff. Do you have anything coming up that you're excited about?
Yeah, I'm doing their sketch and their character teams, Betty and Maud, or Maud and Betty, respectively. The next one is a Betty show. It is Wednesday, June 19th, so exactly 2 weeks from now. You could watch that show and then hop onto the Rectangles and watch this show. The other big show I'm really excited to plug is I'm bringing back my solo hour, Make the Cut. It's going to be a caveat. If you were to come to a show of mine, this is the show. It's going to be so good. Stephen Castillo's opening. I have new characters in there. It's going to be such a good time.
Fun. And look at that coming on the heels of Kathy L saying, Michael, I loved your one-person show last fall. You're writing more of them. Look at you.
Oh, that's so kind. I am in the process of writing a new one, but bringing this one back for anyone who might have wanted to see it or wants to see it a second time. A lot of people who come are like rewatchers who were like, we loved it so much the first time and have seen it 3 or 4 times to this point. So feel free to roll
That's
through.
awesome.
Absolutely.
That's fandom.
That's fandom.
We have another question coming in. What animal do you think you are most like?
That's such a good question.
Where's that question from, Justin? Is that from your daughter? Did your daughter ask that question?
No, I get a lot of questions
What
from
color?
like,
What would you be? Yeah, no.
she's holding out the sign that says that because she's dying. Before she can sleep, she must know.
I learned recently, like, I think it's called duck syndrome, but the idea of like a duck is so calm above the water and then under it's just like nervously like and it's like as fast as possible. So probably ducks. They're a good time.
Nice. Plus the corkscrew penis.
That's the key.
That's the other thing.
Mostly the weird wiener. You just
Milted.
got milted.
You just got
Milted.
It's quite an honor. That's an honor.
That would be wild if when you said what animal would you identify as, the immediate thought is to look down and base the response off of that.
Like
ducks. Yeah.
I gotta say duck. So sorry.
Me, a sidewalk worm.
A little, a worm that someone stepped on. You're saying, right? Like the front stepped
dry
on.
little.
Toad.
Yeah, a little guy just chilling. Oh, Spencer in the private chat, even before me, said worm. Yeah, we love that.
Wow.
Fun. Well, sounds like you got some good stuff going on, Michael. That's awesome. I'm really excited for your solo show. Super excited that you're doing a bunch of stuff at UCB, and we were happy to have you here, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me. Always a joy. And also, last thing, a plug, obviously, twitch.tv/Eric Feurer. Please go on.
Yeah.
You might be there.
It's a marketplace of ideas.
It's true, and you know what? There's still some nice old clips there. You can still see some clips from from my darkest days.
Crossing That's great.
See some really good Animal Crossing games. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Yeah, love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, dude. Oh, fun.
Nice.
What joy. Fun.
We get the worm in RFK's Junior's brain. To be honest, I think that's a high level worm activity to be in a sort of presidential candidate's brain.
I love that RFK's whole campaign is like, I'm as old as these guys, but I'm fucking buff.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what are the platforms you stand on? He's like, I stand on being a Kennedy. And they're like, well, what does that mean? And he's like, I can do 100 push-ups.
Half of my family has disowned me. If anyone familiar with comedian John Gabris, a good friend of mine, came up with him at UCB. He was in, I want to say Austin, and he texted me. He's like, I'm working out next to RFK right now.
No.
And he did swear to God. He sent a picture. RFK just like in a gym. I want to say it's like a hotel gym.
Just crushing it.
Just like on the nasty bench, just going for it.
Just getting crazy. Wow.
Just honestly, that worm swole.
You know what? I'm going to vote for him. I should. I'm going to vote for him.
Don't even say that.
That's enough for me. That's enough for me.
He really takes care of his body, except for anything that keeps you alive. He doesn't believe in that stuff. He believes in pumping iron.
Get it, baby. Oh, boy, folks. And if you want to pump up the iron part of our bank accounts, you can donate to our Venmo account, folks. We have a Venmo account. It is at Characters Welcome. It is on the business side of the Venmo. So go into Venmo. Go to the company shill/losers side and look at Characters Welcome. We are over there. Here's the deal, folks. If you send us any type of money with any type of message, if your name is not Spencer Griffin, we will say that message. We will say it right here.
We'll say it loud. We'll say it proud. And to prove that to you, we're going to jump into our two favorite segments on the show. One of which sort of sponsored, created by Robin Richmond, who every week sends us a missive and a donation in a little segment we call Dear Diary.
Dear Diary.
Dear Diary, for someone who's not super interested in dads, I sure do say DILF a lot.
Ooh, that's good. I bought my my work husband, my co-bartender, Jason, who's a good guy. I bought him a hat that's, Justin, you'll like this, a hat that says DILF on it, and then underneath a very tiny text that says, "Damn, I love Fernet."
God. Wow, that's like in and out of the hipster canon. That's a hardcore area of content.
He gets so many comments about it at work. I don't know if it's people that think he's just wearing a DILF hat or people that love Fournette. Who could say?
We also have a second segment sponsored by Zikor Zeppelin. It's a little segment we call Stoner Thoughts.
Oh, so man, it's like, do I have to pay rent?
This is good stuff. Jorge, last week on a plane, today on Earth, killing it.
Remind us to talk to you about what your seatmate said to you afterwards, if anything, or any of the airline stewardesses not airline stewardesses, the flight attendants or anything like that. I want to hear.
Oh man, all right. Cool.
He's taking this show from Delta's jail.
Delta jail. It's pretty nice.
Pretty nice. Expensive. The bags are expensive. Zikor Zeppelin presents Stoner Thoughts. I'm gonna sing the Doom song. Doom, 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 doom. 6 months later, doom, 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 doom.
I have not heard the Doom song, but I know that it goes. I know that the music in Doom goes hard. It's very metal and cool. I've never played that game because I don't have a desire to hurt people. But
wow, that's beautiful.
Doom is very intense. Have you ever played that game, Justin? Do you play video games at all? You don't have time.
Not a ton. I played. I'm just about to finish the most recent Mario Wonder. Enjoyed that.
Fun.
That's fun. I played during pandemic. I got deep into what's this game? It's like a bug and there's a sword. I have a Switch, is what I.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's called.
It's depressing as fuck, and
yeah,
the music is amazing. Yes,
Hollow Knight. Yes.
Hollow Knight. Man, that game's was great. Super hard. I really enjoyed that. That's the last deep immersive game I've been in.
Yeah, because you have a job and work, and so
the game I'm mostly playing is keep 2 children alive.
How you doing?
On a day basis. I'm doing all right. I can't keep also me alive for much longer.
Yeah.
We have one more comment from Spencer Griffin. Love the show. Thanks for letting me be a small part of something so massively cool.
Okay, and how much was it?
I don't disclose our funding.
Thank you, Spencer Griffin, wherever you are, whoever you are, for that nice message. That's really nice. You know what? And let me just say, it's nice for when people are nice to each other. It feels good.
That is nice.
It's nice. Yeah.
Go from roast to toast. Spencer Griffin has us on all sides. You know
from roast to toast, baby. From roast to toast. A comment from Red here. All I want for Pride Month is for these 2 white boys to say so many slurs. Send us a donation, Red. That's what we said. Send us a donation.
Hey, Eric, this is a dangerous area to be actively courting.
Especially slurs.
How'd you get that little wrench? How'd you get that little wrench in your name?
I don't know. I guess I'm a mod or something, but I don't. If you comment, Justin, if you comment from right here, I think it'll give you a little wrench.
No, I know that it will not.
Well, then how do I get? I don't know how come I get a little wrench. It's pretty cute though. I like it.
It is. It's very.
You know what else?
It's so handy.
You know what else would be cute if we throw out to our next character? What do you say, Justin?
I think it's a great idea, and I love it's vacation season. Let's just say it. I know we have a couple pieces in this vein, and you can't go on a better vacation if you like consumption than an all-inclusive resort. It's
that's a word for it for sure.
And I mean consumption, the illness from the 19th century that killed a lot of people.
The consumption, the belly demon that took many lives.
Yes. So please welcome out to the Rectangles, a dad explaining how awesome inclusive resorts are.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder.
Hey, buddy, you look a little lost. First time at a Clue-Ro-Padin rinse? Yeah, that's for all-inclusive resort, spa, and dining experience. My name's Mitch, kind of an expert around here. Welcome to the Fiesta Mexicana Authentica, presented by Hard Rock. Yeah. Oh, my family and I go Cluro Padin rinsing every year. We love it. It's just so nice to visit a foreign country without having to stress about things like transportation, exchange rates, experiencing culture, annoying travel stuff. Look, sometimes you want to go out and immerse. This is a pool noodle, by the way. Sometimes you want to go out and immerse yourself in a place that makes you grow as a person. Sometimes you want to fly 3,000 miles to watch Superbad in a different language, which is so funny, by the way. Te cambiaste el nombre a McLovin? So funny. I'm going to watch it again tonight if I can wrangle the fam together. Yeah, you might have seen the Mitch clan. They're the ones trying to get away from me. We all have matching shirts. They say a little bit sweet, a little bit South Dakota. My wife over there scowling in a beach chair, and my twin boys are over there terrorizing the buffet. Yeah, it's amazing, man. As soon as you step through the doors, your worries just wash away. All of them, including having to parent. It's just a sweet little part of the Cluro Padin rinse experience. Last night, the boys, they had ice cream for dinner. Yeah. And then they brought 9 seagulls into their hotel room. Boys will be boys. You're so bored. Right, honey? Honey? She pretends she can't hear me. It's a flirty thing we do. Hey, you look tense, buddy. Come on. Hop in the pool with the other 90 of us who haven't gotten out to take a piss in 7 hours. You're in Cancun now, baby. Man, I cannot wait to see the look on my coworker's face when they ask what I did this weekend, and I tell them, not much. Just went to Mexico. And they'll say, really? Where'd you go? And I'll say, one building. Let's get you a drink, my nuevo friendito, which are free, by the way. Oh, man. You got to try the margarita. It's awesome. It is 1 part lime, 1 part simple syrup, and then they whisper the word tequila into the top of the glass. I had 29 of them last night, and I woke up today without a hangover. I don't know how they do it. Oh, man. And don't get me started on the food. They've got authentic tacos, authentic burgers, an authentic funnel cake guy. What do I think authentic means? It means I ate it in Cancun for free. Yeah. Oh, boy. Last night I did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 1 burger, 2 tacos, 3 dozen coconut shrimp, 4 minutes of Superbad in Spanish, and then I threw up in the extra twin bed 5 times. Yeah, man. Cluro Padin rinses are perfect for folks like me. Folks whose favorite restaurant is any place with fun shit on the walls to look at. Folks who can name more Disney World rides than European countries. Folks who love their kids, but love drinking a little bit more. I mean, look around, man. What's not to love? There's old couples who think clothes are optional. There's gangs of abandoned children fighting a really real war against local wildlife. And there's a Cabana Lounge piano player doing slow jazz renditions of your least favorite Sublime songs. If that's not Paradocio, I literally don't know what is. Hey, man, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you think this whole thing is stupid. But me, I'm a simple guy and I work hard, and this is what I look forward to every year. You know what? That's okay. Especially if you stop thinking about it as dumb and start thinking about it as an all-inclusive cage that keeps people like me far away from vacations like you. Anyway, looks like the boys caught a pelican. I got to go stop them before they do whatever they're considering, but I'm sure I'll see you around. Oh, also, please don't let my wife fuck you. We watched White Lotus last night after Superbad, and now this whole place feels very unsafe to me.
For everybody.
Wow. Showing off, the effects of working out. Look at how red my neck is. I did not go outside today, folks.
It is amazing that you have a perfect sunburn rash.
But I didn't go outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got your sunburn's coming from within. I did. Jorge in the comments was like, Eric works out once, does a shirtless character immediately.
I'm like, you notice anything different about me?
Yeah.
I'm sick. I'm really sick.
Great. The pool noodle effect was real.
Did you like that?
I believed it.
Thank you. I wasn't sure.
What is it?
It is a it's something that I
like
would never have. I would only
a
have
s-
because I live with a
A
girl.
stretching thing.
Yes, it's a rollout mat.
Yeah.
One of those like weird rollout mats. But like this, it's a pool noodle, baby.
100%. Yeah, I don't stretch. I'm fine. I'm gonna be one of those guys in like 30 years who walks around Brooklyn where his nose touches the ground because he's so bent over in Brooklyn.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I did that workout today because I worked out today. I did a workout today. And then oh, is that what that is? It's an allergic skin reaction brought on by exercise. It produces hives. They're large raised bumps on the skin. They can turn on anybody. They're often red around the edge. Symptoms may include this. Okay, so what causes it? Yeah, but what does it mean?
The exact cause of this is unknown.
But like, what part? Like, does it mean that like my lungs are going to inverse? Or
if you notice hives, stop exercising right away.
Oh no! Like, what's it mean?
You cannot avoid.
In some cases, symptoms may be life-threatening.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's our show, everybody. I gotta go. Joke's on you. I don't have healthcare. There's no one to go to.
that was a doctor visit.
That was my doctor visit. That's great. Fun.
I don't know. You never know. That was just a random website. So
yeah, that was just WebMD. Could have been. I mean, like, what do they know?
Yeah, just a web doctor.
A web doctor. I got invited to go to an all-inclusive this coming season. I don't think I'm going to do it. Don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like them
because of the people or the.
It's really like
medium food.
I mean, literally because of everything I just said. You go to a country, you go to a foreign country, and you're like, I'm somewhere different, and then you're like, I am not allowed / can't leave this 1,000 square feet of beach, and like drinks are drinks, and the food is food, and you're just like, okay.
It's like going to a hotel in Delaware that's just on a nice beach.
That's it. Yeah, the food and drink are free, but they're not great. It's like you could just do that. Just go to I don't know. Just go to a beach. I don't know. It's like so exciting to be like, we're going out of the country, and then you're not really going out of the country, you know?
Yeah. Wow. The all-inclusive industry is just taking a hit tonight.
Yeah, I'm fucking getting them, dude. But you historically kind of enjoy all-inclusives, right?
No, not really. I did one, though, in Aruba years ago. And it was cool because
off campus. Were you able to go off campus?
We did. We went to a couple restaurants, and that part was good.
That's good.
But it was also cool. I was watching like Syracuse University play basketball in the NCAA tournament on the beach.
Yeah,
with a bunch of rando like old dudes who are like, I live here now. And I was like,
all right, cool, dude. That's fine.
I turned my back on my whole life.
It's cheaper to do this. There's some people that like retire onto cruise ships and are like, it's cheaper to do this. And they just live on a cruise ship. It's crazy. Oh yeah. The last thing I did say this last time I put up this character, but that joke that was like, we're all wearing shirts that say a little bit sweet, a little bit South Dakota. That is a true to life thing I saw in Cancun. I saw a family of people wearing that exact handmade, hand pressed shirt. It was amazing.
You'll love it.
It was amazing.
I love that whole vibe where it's like, all right, let's work on the t-shirt. And that's a good one. That's a good shirt.
You like that?
I did.
If you had family t-shirts, Justin, yours would be like, I went to the lake house and all I got were these mutant ears. And you and your whole family could have those.
Yeah. Can't hear, don't care. Cold water ears.
Cold water 2024. Lake house. # lake house.
Yeah. That's us. Oh, we got another donation here. I will read aloud.
Talk to me.
From Kathy L. Justin, I missed your singing, in quotes, debut last week, but I listened to it later and I enjoyed it, also in quotes. My advice as a professional singer, tread carefully.
Tread carefully.
That is such that you literally just got threatened because you had the gall to sing.
I think that's what you were curious about, like how I can't do it. That's exactly right.
Let me talk to you.
Big song doesn't want me.
Yeah, you can do it, bro. Let me fans of the show, and Justin, I hope you don't mind that we talk about this, but talk about a story of like you can do anything you want, you can achieve anything you want. Justin was hired for the opera.
Yes, true.
And I was like, how's it going, dude? And he's like, it's tough because my part isn't singing, but I have to say words to the beat, and I can't beat. I cannot beat.
Well, I can actually I can hit rhythm. It's just like they're like, and your cue is this note. I was like, fuck no way, right. I'm going to hear that.
Folks, Justin, who has all that going for him, can be in the opera. So you can too.
It's true. I was able to do it enough that they didn't fire me immediately.
It's pretty amazing. It's pretty incredible. I really actually do want to like some sort of story about. I want to know about all those weird jobs that you've done.
I've had so many,
and
jobs.
They're all so fucking interesting. I just want to hear about all of them.
Maybe did I tell you the one about doing improv in a boxing ring in between rounds of live fights at the boxing ring that's underneath the church on 60th and Columbus in Manhattan? It was one of the only paid improv gigs I did like 15 years ago.
No.
And everyone hated it. They hated us.
You guys didn't know, but you got hired to be the heels of that night.
100%. I was like, what fight promoter's son thought this was a great idea? And
we should do some sort of fucking podcast where we talk about like those, like we'd have guests on that have had insane industry jobs, because we've all had insane industry jobs. My weirdest one, the one that I was like, I kept going back to it, was like, I don't know what is going on, was 3 months with the Blue Man Group in a room with 4 other comedians where they just would have fucking handy cams on us, and they were like, do your thing, guys. And like, it was so fucking weird. It was so weird.
They're just watching you. That's uncomfortable, because like they probably weren't in the makeup, right?
They were not in the makeup, no.
But they're still weird.
It was because in order to be accepted as a Blue Man, you have to have eyes that are as big as your fucking mouth when it's open. Your eyes are huge. They all look like aliens, dude. Yeah. And I got to play on the instruments. They have like practice. They have like burner PVC pipe instruments there, so I got to fucking jam on the instruments. That was like the highlight of my 3 months.
That's cool.
Being in that
That's
room.
Really funny to be like, I got to jam on the instruments. They're basically garbage. If you go to a construction site and
you can
lay down in the trash bin, that's what you got to do.
God. But yeah, so many weird things about that. The like elevator pitch funny part about that job was they were like, this show feels like it's for like dads, and we want to revamp it and make it new. And so that's why they hired us for ideas. And they were like, do you guys have any ideas on like what could bring this into like the new modern era? And we all 5 of us were like, yes, women. And they went, okay. Besides
get these fuckers out of here. They don't get us.
They literally went, besides that, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, I just think that would be so fun to do like an industry story thing, because we've all had them, and I've so many different weird commercial auditions and shit too, just bizarre shit. Even some of the weird stuff that you have gotten me to do, which is fun.
There's a couple months of podcasting about that.
Yeah, the Surge. Remember the Surge thing?
Yeah, you were the lead.
That was insane.
We were shooting a commercial where we were bringing back Surge for Burger King, I think, was sort of funding it. It was a collab between Burger King and Coca-Cola, and we did it in front of the Apple Store. The Apple Store. The marketing guy was so obsessed with doing it in front of the Apple Store, so he was like, because fuck them. And we were like, what?
This is weird. Yeah.
So weird. It was so hard to do it there because it was the downtown Brooklyn Apple Store. But Eric had to sell Surge to strangers passing by on the street and be like, it's a soda that makes you crazy.
But the sell was like, what they wanted me to do was set up outside the Apple Store. Like, I am trying to get people to exchange their iPhones for pagers, because old school is new school. Like, the old is bad.
the surge pager, and we actually had to fabricate these surge pagers that were a surge green. It was so hard to get them made, and we had 1 million of them.
It was insane. Anyway, we're gonna save it for the podcast. We'll save it for the podcast. Fun, excellent. What a fucking horrible. Oh, Spencer's posted a link to a podcast called thesidehustlepod.com. You know what? Not only am I not gonna click on that link, but I'm going to bet that there is room for more than one podcast about weird industry jobs.
Wow. It's good to be aware of the market, but also I would argue we're not talking side hustles. These are main hustles.
These are the hustles. That's true.
Because the hustles are weirder than the side hustles in a lot of the time.
It's true. Spence, the main hustle pod.com. All right, we have to move on.
Get the domain.
Jorge's in the private chat and basically roasting us in front of our guests. So we must move on. I am so pumped for our next guest, Justin. Just excited.
It's spring. Is a season of rejuvenation.
Yeah, I saw that
in transition.
Speaking of transition, I saw a small vacant lot that is dedicated as a resting stop for these creatures transform from a garbage heap into slightly less of a garbage heap over the last couple weeks.
Dream.
It's been a dream.
New York.
And I am pumped to bring this person out. Please welcome to the Rectangles, a monarch butterfly.
Woo!
They are amongst the most spectacular creatures on Earth. Every year, hundreds of millions of monarch butterflies emerge from their cozy cocoons to migrate over 3,000 miles to their winter home in Mexico. And it all begins here. Out from the cocoon, into the world, the emergence of the monarch butterfly. Now, here it seems that this particular butterfly is not quite ready to emerge and face the brutal world. Perhaps it is worried about the hawks or the winter frost. No matter, we must only wait. Aha! The butterfly seems to be asking for 5 more minutes in a deliberate attempt to snooze. This is peculiar. Then again, in nature, all things occur. The butterfly will, at some point, have to crack open that chrysalis. The butterfly now seems to be texting their friends to cancel the migration brunch plans. Oh, the butterfly is taking a sickly photo. However, the butterfly is not sick. Rather, this is another deliberate ruse. It is a social charade they all play. The butterfly now appears to wonder if they should come clean and just admit they've been feeling rather depressive lately. Like, why have they been binge-watching the last 2 seasons of Bridgerton and the Bridgerton prequel in preparation for the new season of Bridgerton? They have seen those past seasons before. Perhaps it is a means to escape the brutal reality of their decidedly non-period lives. Perhaps it is... Fortunately for us, the butterfly appears to be hungry. And this will surely bring them out of the bloody effing cocoon. For in nature, nothing is quite so compelling as hunger. The monarch butterfly will soon begin using the long proboscis feeding organ to extract sweet nectar from flowers. Yes, it's finally happening. The butterfly is emerging. Okay. They actually discovered the entire burrito they had stashed in their cocoon last night. This monarch butterfly really does not want to leave the cocoon. Fortunately for us, what goes in must inevitably come out. The butterfly must, of course, relieve itself outside of the cocoon. This is called frass, a waste resulting from the digestive process. They expel... Okay. Now the butterfly... See, I've never seen this before. The butterfly appears to be moving their entire cocoon off the tree branch and wiggling across the forest floor. To what purpose? Oh, now I see. I see. I think, in fact, we can all see what's happening here. Why not? The butterfly appears to want to know if you liked that. Did you like that? You dirty, dirty documentary watching whore. To be clear, that's not my question. That's the butterfly's. Now, it's really bloody time for the bloody effing butterfly to leave the bloody fucking fuck me cocoon. I'm going to do what nature documentarians should never do. Help the little guy along. There we are. Much better. With just a little push, the butterfly is now ready for this next exciting chapter in their lives. Don't they look beautiful? Ah. Well, this has been BBC Earth. Isn't nature fascinating?
Oh, hell yeah.
They are
We're
among
Yes.
the
Broadway,
most
everyone.
We're
spectacular
Broadway.
creatures on Earth. Every year, hundreds of millions of monarch
Is that the same cue? All right.
Yeah. Just get just a little. That's what we call a memory.
That's good.
Rora,
Oh,
that's
so
so good. Such a great
really,
piece.
really funny. You really got me when you're like, the butterfly wants to know if you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good question to ask yourself. You know.
Yeah, you got to think about it. That reminded me of. You ever watch any of those old Disney cartoons that were narrated in that same way? And they're all. I just had a weird formative memory when you were doing that piece. It took me back to those, and I loved them when I was a kid. I'm just really nostalgic on watching that.
Yes. There's one I think that the one that I think of, Justin, is there's one where it's like Goofy teaches you how to exercise. And the only reason I'm
100%.
saying that is because, Rora, and I don't know if you know this, but I exercised today. I worked out today.
I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's why I'm thinking of that as well, because I worked out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a lot of I don't watch documentaries myself about nature, but it turns out they all sound the same when I, YouTubed them. So,
Well, because I would say 90% of them are dominated by one fucking dude.
Yeah.
Even the ones that he's not doing, David Attenborough's not doing the voiceover. I think everyone's like, I'm going to do that. That's cool.
Yeah. I like what this guy is doing.
He has respect.
So, Rory, you do not watch nature documentaries. You just
no, I get too bored too quickly to do that.
Not enough Mad Max in your nature documentary.
Yeah.
No, they should be fighting more, or I don't know.
And those animals do get after each other. And I don't know if you ever watched Grizzly Man. We were talking about Werner Herzog on here a couple of weeks ago. And that's one that it has enough comedy and wildness to it that it's good.
But
You know,
Go ahead. No, please. You.
I was gonna say, what is a good rabbit hole that I've gone into are flight recorders on real flights of near flight crashes. That's exciting.
See,
Holy shit. What part of the internet is that?
No,
I've never seen
Justin,
it.
back off, because let me tell you, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Now you're speaking my language, that we're getting into the weird shit.
Yes.
I like this a lot. This is great.
I
I would
that's
love
a dark path.
you saying that to me makes me be like, let me have your TikTok login so I can see what's on your For You page. Just give me 5 minutes on that shit, because I guarantee it's insane.
And it's all people going, what do I do? You know?
Holy shit. That sounds so intense.
Yeah.
And wait, you're watching those on TikTok?
No,
I'm a YouTube. I'm old school.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a crazy algorithm to be fed. Like, series of people being like, I guess this is it.
this is it. That's so funny. But I have been given my TikTok recently. What's the movie where is it Denzel Washington is like a pilot that
Flight.
So I have seen all of Flight, but I have never watched the movie. But I have been fed like 200 clips of that on my TikTok over the past 3 weeks, and so I have seen the movie via 25-second clips on TikTok.
I mean, it's funny. There's a bunch of exciting stuff in the first 15 minutes, and then it's a lot of sort of pretty dark, struggling with substance abuse.
It's hard. It's a tough movie.
That's a horrible film to watch on TikTok clips.
Rora, would you say you're so does your like when you go home and you sit down and you're like, time to chill. You're like more of a YouTuber than even like watching any of the streamers.
YouTube and all science fiction content known to man.
Shit, how
All content.
fucking I'm like so into this right now. This is great.
So then give us the what's the if you were like consuming so much, your sort of appetite must be very rarefied at this point. So what's the tip of the sci-fi spear that you're chasing right now?
I mean, I would argue the opposite. I'm such a glutton for the genre that
This is fine.
the worse it is, the more I'm like, all right,
Whatever.
me now. This is my life. But
Are
I'm
we
a
talking-
body problem. If anyone's watching,
I watched it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, are we talking film and television? Are we talking books?
all of the above.
All of
Why limit yourself to one
sci-fi.
genre that doesn't exist?
I recently went through like 4 or 5 of the Murderbot Diaries books. Pretty good, right?
I am so mad that they cast Skarsgård because it's a non-binary murder robot. And I
Correct.
wanted it to be a cool AFAB, they, them, just like killing people with social anxiety. I mean, that's amazing.
That's literally it. Oh man, I haven't seen the show. I haven't seen. Did the show come out yet, or did they just cast it?
I think they just cast it. I think it's good.
Oh, Justin, you gotta watch. You gotta check out. You gotta read some Murderbot Diaries.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It's wild. I look forward to a television show, even if they didn't nail the casting.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Okay, sorry, we're gonna get so off tangent here. I can talk about this all fucking day. What have you been up to lately? What's been going on? Where are you coming at us from?
I'm in my little shoebox in the West Village that is currently trying to evict the whole building, and the whole building is up in arms about it because something called the Good Cause new law that came out in April that everyone should know about. So,
had you previously been friends with your neighbors, or is this like a real binding together experience?
I knew some of them because I have a dog, and so I have to be like, please call me if my dog is barking. I don't want to upset you. But this is a real binding. All 5 floors are really coming together.
Wow, revolutionary.
Yeah.
That could get wild.
It's already, yes. We're getting lawyers. It's gonna be fun.
Holy shit. Get it. Wow, what a nice talk about side hustles. What a nice second thing that you have to make most of your life now.
Going to battle with a landlord. Yeah.
I went to one. So they said that it was okay. This is just me ranting, but they said it was rent stabilized, and then they said no, it's not. So I spent one day going, like the whole day, going to different New York departments. Where I went to one building, and then they sent me to another building, and I went to one floor. They sent me to a different floor. They sent me to a different floor. They sent me to a different floor. One of those things where I waited in line, talked to a person, really mean, had to wait in a different line. She came up and was the same person in the new line. I ended up filling out a form that is going to be sent to a department that I cannot contact by phone or email. There's no way I can contact them except this form. So I'll never know if they received it.
It's so crazy. And I just heard this on the news earlier today that New Jersey just passed a law. New Jersey, run by fairly liberal government right now, they're making it harder to contact government. Agencies don't have to post their number anymore. I was like, they're deleting their phone number? That's a law?
What?
I was like, what the fuck? No, I'm like, how do you? I mean, going backwards in that way.
They're like, stop bullying us, please. Stop telling us that we're doing a bad job. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. But so the end of that story is that y'all are lawyering up and you're digging your heels in.
I mean, I'm passively watching everything go in flames as I, do other things, but I am there for the support of everyone else who's lawyering up. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's worth it because let me say, your place looks amazing.
Thank you so much. I
always wanted to know what it was like to live in my own yearbook from 2007.
Yes. Yes, I have a boa. I have a lot of costumes to just throw on for those yearbook photos. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're a portrait of Dorian Gray energy. Well, what other stuff are you working on?
Constantly so many things. I'm gonna this weekend. My friend and I are going out to a little cabin. We're writing a movie about incest. There's a thing called genetic.
I've heard of it.
Okay, have you heard of it? Genetic sexual attraction, where when kids are adopted and they meet their biological parents as adults, they can sometimes fall in love. And it's like a documented phenomenon where the bonding thing goes wrong because they're bonding, but they're adults. And it's messed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So
so
that's what I
this is you're pitching to like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network,
exactly.
Frederator. Nice.
Exactly. We're gonna
Oh,
teach about puberty and then launch into
good. Wow. This is good. Interesting. So you're going to a cabin to write that.
yes.
Cool. So you prefer when you work. This is interesting to me too. When you write with a partner, you prefer to be like in person with that person.
No, this is the first time that I write with partners like on Zoom or sometimes at a coffee shop. This will be the first like let's do a retreat and
we're gonna fucking crush it. Yeah.
Who types?
No.
Are you the typist or are you the like walk around say stuff?
I'm the person that's like okay, we've lost the thread, you know. I'm the person where I'm like you're allowed to be free so that I can, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're not typing then?
What do you
You're
say?
like you're not typing.
I'll type, but my main role is to say, you know, hello, you know, come back. Is my main role.
Yeah, that's great. I was just in a meeting before this with my crew, and we're writing a pilot, and it's 5 of us. And
That's so chaotic.
Let me tell you, we wrote 17 pages of a pilot in
Holy
90
shit.
minutes
Wow.
because we all like attack our shit. And it's like we all trust each other's voices, and then once we have it all out, the skeleton, then we all take a pass together and punch up together, and it's like so crazy and fun. It's good.
Yeah.
That's
It's
great.
good.
That's very hard to do. That's especially 5's also a tricky number because
5 is tough. I will say that just like we were just talking with Roar about, like one person's job is just all he does is he's like, we need to cut this, or like this needs to be shorter. He does not put finger to letters. He's just like, this could be shorter.
he's always right.
And he has to be there. He has to be there.
Necessary ingredient.
It's important. It's important. Yeah. Interesting. Do you have any shows coming up you want to plug or promote?
No, I'm gonna be leaving New York for like 2 months for a family thing. So when I come back, I mean, I'm working on shows, and then I'll let you know.
Damn,
Great.
awesome. So when you come back, I hope your apartment is there. I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Come back into the show, maybe from the cabin.
Yeah.
From the
I never leave. I'll just be there. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Because that shit was awesome. That was
So
great.
good.
It was really fun having you here. Fun talking with you. Yeah. Anytime you want to come on, let us know.
Cool. Sounds good.
Dope. We'll see you around. Bye.
See you.
Good stuff. That was so funny.
So good.
That was really good. Wow. We are really, for our last show before our PTO, we're really having a hell of a time, Justin. But
Great.
we have some bad news.
Oh, bad news. What? We're sort of a good news guys, you know? Fun time, Charlie.
Okay. You're right. Actually, I'm so sorry, guys. We have some amazing news. In T-minus 7 to 9 minutes, you will be free to go about your summer night. You can go play pool like I do every Wednesday when I'm always trying to make this thing end promptly by 9:15. Or
Nice.
you can
You can sit down with a glass of medium temperature whiskey and be like, what happened today? You need a break.
You can check in on your daughters who have written 17 pages of notes to you about how they are not tired and they are not ready to go to bed. But for now, we have one final character left. We are down to you've heard of the penultimate. Let me tell you about the ultimate. The last one, the big boy, the boss, the level 10er, the guy that you got to get past to get to that significant other on the other side. This is the Bowser of character, folks.
That's a nice way to put it. They should really have a cutscene where Mario like really thinks about it before he runs underneath Bowser to get the princess.
Where he really like is in his head. He's like, "This is it. This is the big one."
My potential mate is underneath this big dinosaur dude's ass.
This giant dude's ass, and let me tell you, it smells exactly like how you think it does. Here we go. I'm excited for this next character, Justin, because I'm planning on hitting up a few of these this summer.
It's vacation season.
Yeah. Are you going to a hotel when you go to Europe? Are you?
No, we're doing Airbnbs.
You're doing an Airbnb. Airbnb is fun, folks, but sometimes that fun comes at a price. Let's welcome out our very final character of the night. Please welcome to the Rectangles, the rules list for your Airbnb. Woo!
welcome to your Airbnb for the weekend, huh? You've made an excellent choice because you're on lake time now. The beauty of an Airbnb is the freedom and authenticity it affords you to truly be oneself. And now a few simple rules for you to follow while you're here, just a little bit. Number 1, don't touch anything. This house is decorated with a mixture of priceless antiques and the cheapest shit we could find at Pier 1. Somehow it's all equally tacky. Our most prized possession is the sign over the wine fridge that reads, "Let's get merloted." Huh? That's fun. It's a wine thing. Number 2, the Wi-Fi password is the word lake time, and then a series of letters and numbers that is so convoluted you need a Rosetta Stone to even read it. And even if you do get on, it's a dial-up modem from 1998 that screams like a wounded banshee anytime it's turned on. You don't need Facebook, guys. You're on lake time. The heat, number 3, the heat does not work unless it's too hot, and then it works very, very well. Our house is heated by a cutting-edge boiler fueled by whale oil. If we're running low, all you have to do is grab this spear from above the mantle, illegally hunt the elusive white whale in the lake, kill it with a spear, and then drain the oil out of its brain into our cutting-edge boiler. It's super easy, and then you can get comfortable and never forget the murder of a gentle ocean beast that you just committed. Number 4, no smoking. Number 5, pets are not allowed. We keep this place clean, so we can't have you messing it up with your precious little puffle-up. If you want to pet something, there are 1,000 spiders lurking in every corner. They're also on lake time, so please make sure that they bite you when they feel like it. It's their house too. Number 6, when you're here, relax and make sure you finish building the boathouse. It needs to be done, and when you're here with us, you're on our fucking time. Lake time, as I mentioned. And remember, it's a boathouse, not a houseboat. We learned that the hard way, that they are quite different. Number 7, no parties. The place is haunted by the cult that was murdered here. If you want to party, go to the attic fully nude with a handful of baby teeth. There's a baby teeth drawer right next to this. Number 8, while you're here, your marriage must be as loveless as ours. So no cute nicknames, only bitter eye rolls and whiskey-fueled slurs. If you do attempt sex, neither of you can come. And you both have to fantasize about having sex with Elon Musk or someone equally online. Number 9, when, more like if, am I right? You leave, all you have to do is leave the key on the counter and go. It's easy, just so long as you've washed all the sheets, towels, curtains, carpets, and the drawer full of toupees and merkins. Those are our merkins. You need to remove all garbage, take it to your grandparents' childhood home, and spread it around the living room. If you used any appliances, throw them away. You're disgusting, and we don't want to touch them anymore. Kiss each and every spider on its furry little lips, and then get the fuck out of here because lake time is over, asshole.
Yo, Justin, Tyler, everyone. Justin, don't look at chat. Don't look at chat. We have a question. Don't look at chat. What do you call the thing? What do you call it? What is it?
This is the original mask versus hat.
Hey, okay, so what is
and
it?
This is a hat.
I bet that you might have called it. I bet that you might have called it glasses.
Oh, nice.
That's
really funny. Because it sits on your head, or it didn't on this case. I think my head expanded since I made this.
That's fucked up. Not good. This is the OG? You didn't throw it away?
No, I made this thing. I'm talking about in the last 3 hours.
It stopped fitting in the past 3 hours? There, yeah. Oh.
It's ripping. No, see, Kathy L, a hat goes on top, a mask goes on front. A hat, this rests on top.
Oh,
that's a mask and a hat. This is resting on top of my head. So it's a hat.
But then what does a mask do? It rests in front.
A mask is attached to your face. See, this is not attached.
Well, it's not attached to your head. It's not attached anywhere because it wasn't designed.
This hat's not attached. This hat just rests.
So that's a hat?
This is a hat. I'm not disputing what this is. This is a hat. This is a hat.
Oh my god! I wish I had.
It's crazy. It's as I was saying about earlier. We have these conversations. I've explained this.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
I've explained this.
Wow, I'm seeing how you were able to convince your wife to marry you right now. Just a series of gaslights.
I was like, husband or ex?
Yeah,
husband or ex?
What is it?
What is it? What is this? Husband or ex?
I'm just seeing, dude, Justin's way of arguing room is he doesn't have to be right. He just has to have you ever seen, here's Justin's way of arguing. Do you know how kangaroos fight, Justin?
With boxing gloves?
Wrong. Kangaroos kangaroos, when they are being threatened, will find the nearest body of water and they will back up into the water and in hope that the creature will come into the water, and then they drown the thing in the water. And that's how you argue. Justin, you don't argue by pushing forward. You argue by pulling us back into your world and then drowning us.
In me. You just drowned in me.
I just drowned in Justin's world because I can't argue because I don't even know what a mascara hat is at this point. So I can't be right.
That's 100% true. I found that a lot of arguments can be won on just pure, unadulterated confididence.
Yeah, it's just being wrong so confidently that people are like, I can't.
Well, and it's funny you say that because my favorite thing, especially when I first started doing improv, my favorite characters to play were like very dumb, confident people.
Yeah,
because they're the best on stage because it's easy to see what they're thinking. It's instant comedy because they're saying insane
they're
things.
just wrong. Yeah.
And I think just doing that for so many years, I've become it in a way where I'm just like, oh, this is what I think.
And that's why you I'm sure that's why you got the dad group, the poker dad group, just on their heels, dude. They just don't know what's going on.
100%. And to the point where that's when I think I've said this. My wife is like, remember, they're not comedy people.
You have to be normal.
Down. You have to slow down a little bit. And even the slow version is a little too much. They're like,
too much, dude. You're drowning.
One guy looked at me and was like, man, you talk fast. And I was like, oh.
Shut the fuck up right now. And I
was like, let me slow down with some whiskey or something.
Yeah, holy shit. Folks, that was our show. That was so fun. We really had a time and a half today. Take this energy into next week and then into next week. I'm proud of many facts here. I'm proud we had a good show. I'm proud that I didn't have to bring up the fact that I forgot Kathy L's homework and didn't watch that movie. And so now I have 2 weeks to watch that movie. In 2 weeks, Kathy L et al., we will be talking about that movie, which I have to go to Discord to remember which one it is.
Yeah.
We will be talking about it.
Teacher, I didn't do the homework, and honestly, I forgot what the fuck it was.
I forgot what it was.
Summertime.
Comedy is over for 2 weeks, folks. That doesn't mean that it's called Frequency. Thank you, Kathy.
Yes, great movie.
Frequency. Eric, you're already 2 weeks late. It's true, Stevie. Who are you? My everyone in my life ever? Folks, we will see you in 2 weeks, but that doesn't mean you don't have homework. Let's put our teacher's hats on real quick. Folks, your homework next Wednesday is to do something incredible. Do something amazing. Do something mystifying and life defying. And
us turning our hats backward is like a dangerous mind turning the chair backwards. It's really bad.
We're gonna do something wild next week, everybody, and post it in the Discord so we can talk about it. Okay. We are gonna have ourselves a hot little meetup tomorrow at 8 or next week at 8 p.m. We're just gonna check in, see what everybody's up to. This is good. This is my commercial music from.
I was gonna say there's music. I love that. It's like sort of like wrapping it up music.
Yeah, it's really nice. So do something incredible, do something you're proud of, and check in with us. Let's bring in the best tech in the biz to give us a quick update on what it was like to ride in a plane with somebody who had to interrupt the live stream to go pee. Let's bring in the best tech in the biz.
It was fine. It wasn't anything important.
Nothing happened. The guy just had to pee, and then that was it.
No, so he I was in the middle, and I felt really bad that I was doing. Oh boy,
and these were
strangers, yeah, full strangers. I'm sitting in the middle because I paid the least amount of money possible for the worst, one of the worst flights of my life. So I'm in the middle, they don't know me, and I'm like, oh, this will be great. And then once I got into the room, I realized I have to talk to you on this dead silent plane.
Not only that, we're gonna ask you more questions than normal.
Yeah, and they did not have headphones on, like they were just there and awake.
Yeah.
But yeah,
awesome.
it was the guy like leaned over. He kind of like elbowed me a little bit. He's like, "Hey, but also I gotta go to the." I'm sorry, I'm interrupting whatever this is.
You're like, no, this couldn't be less important.
Yeah.
How many bevies did you have on that flight?
I had 0. I was only drinking coffee.
Oh, good.
I know. That may have made it better, but it was such. I mean, it's a 6-hour difference, that intercontinental flight.
Yes, that's a tough one.
I never drink on flights intercontinental because they're not free. It's not free to drink, but
No,
when
the
you-
secret is to drink 2 and no more than 2 beers before you get on the plane.
yeah, you've
Does that just
told
make
it.
you sleepy?
Yeah, it makes you sleepy. It makes you just like float there a little bit and then rest.
Okay.
Read.
I've been very hungover on a flight once, and that was a big mistake.
Oh,
Yes.
Or I cannot imagine being hungover like in an airport. That sounds horrible.
The airport wasn't the worst part.
Getting on the flight, like your ears are like popping when you're also like want to throw up. Like
Everything was bad, dude.
I was so hungover on this flight from, I think I said this, New Zealand to Tokyo, and I was in Singapore for like 6 hours. I was set 24 hours in airports and on planes. I did a game. The Singapore airport is massive. It's like a city unto itself. And they had a live game show where you had to guess the number of things in different jars. And they were like, "You want to do it?" I was like, "Yeah." Because you could win like lunch or something. And I was like, "I don't know.
I need to eat."
250.
How'd you do?
Horrible. Very bad at it.
Not even close.
Yeah, it was two mini watermelons, and he was like 150.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh boy. Well, Jorge, we're gonna miss you next week. What are you gonna do next week?
It looks like Spencer and I are going to do a character show.
Oh well.
Sick.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love to see it. Spencer, is Spencer here?
Spencer, he's technically here.
I would
All right,
love
let's bring Spencer in.
Yes, Eric. Hello.
Oh man, the energy coming in at this late hour.
You got any ideas for your character now?
Let's remember, this is still on the air right now, technically.
Sorry. Hold on.
Oh, he's pulling down a puppet or something.
It's a mask or a hat. There it is. Get it.
How
Good.
dare you? How
Good.
dare you?
Yeah. Lean over a little bit. Good. You got any ideas for your character next week? What are you gonna do?
I'll probably do something extravagant. I like your style more than Eric's, or more than Justin's.
Okay.
That is like you put a lot of effort into something.
I'm gonna get ahead of this right now, Spencer. You have to write it. You can't let AI write it. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. But I do like Justin's writing style of listicles. That's pretty fun. I think it's very I'm a structured guy, so I feel like a list is going to help me frame the work because I'm not as nearly as creative or inventive as you are.
Well, this is great. Actually, I'm actually now I've turned another page, and you actually have to do this next week.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be on a flight to Charleston.
Oh,
we do that. We do that.
Yeah, so I'm going to be on a flight.
You
Well,
know,
so I'm going to play Denzel Washington in blackface on the flight, on the movie Flight,
and scream that you're going to flip this airplane upside down, and then we'll see what happens.
in a Denzel voice, whatever that is for me.
Okay, good. And Jorge,
That's what we call a tease.
Did you know? So I will talk about it later. Justin and I were talking about writing a character for someone that we'll talk about later.
I already know who it is.
Oh yeah, we've already talked about it.
This is fun for me.
Sorry, that was terrible. I will write a character one of these days. Don't you worry.
He said we have that on tape.
But only if it's the same show that Justin does a musical character.
Oh, now we're talking.
Way to anchor.
And I feel like, Eric, what would be a challenge for you? What would be something that's outside your comfort zone?
Something that gets me hired by somebody. Would be like really good. Like, it's something that makes.
No, but seriously, what is something that would be outside your comfort zone as a character?
Well, we were gonna do this hot mic character show, and I was saying to myself, I've never done stand up before, and I was like, I should do a stand up based character. Which
you should.
It would be fun. So that would be tough and different for me, I think.
That's sort of peeling back away. It's peeling back the extravagance that Spencer was just talking about, and doing more.
Oh, something very simple.
Yeah.
And sincere without being emotional, maybe.
Maybe I just do 5 minutes of stand up. I could just do 5 minutes.
Wow, Eric officially crosses over to the other side.
Wow. Watch this be the thing that gets you hired.
Yeah.
I would think, Eric, you would be incredibly good at stand up. And I think you would it would take you 1/10 the time the character takes you.
Could be fun. Might be worth it. Maybe we'll give it a shot. Jorge, are you going to be here? Are you going to be at the weirdest rave ever?
Where did I
already
get
there.
this hat? The weirdest. Yeah, I'm already here. This is really weird. Where will I be? I think I'll be here, which is
Then
how
you got
dare
a
you?
character too, Papa. You got to do it.
Okey-dokey.
It's time.
Oh nope, I've got a dentist appointment.
Shut up.
Oh wow. No, the night.
Yeah,
dentist.
good call. Yeah.
We should bring in Kurt Cruz too. He always said he wanted to do a character here. We should bring in the old best.
Everyone's liars.
If people who don't ever do characters are going to do a character, we should have Sarah come on. That would be good.
There.
Wow, wow. Getting spicy at the end. Folks, that's the show. We will be back in 2 weeks. You've just heard some of the nonsense that's being talked about, but please, we will see you then. Have a great
special.
We're cooking stuff up. We'll see you all soon. Good night.
Peace out, friends.
Bye.
Do something fun next week. Do something special. Do something that makes you happy.
Or don't. We're not cops.